kept secrets travel.
So what equipment would you take if you wanted to, if you were going scuba diving? Which options would you go for?
If I was going scuba diving, I'd so I've been to a few dive centres where I knew I've only had my DSLR and I don't have a really expensive case for DSLR, but they said, what you can do is you can either rent, or if you just bring a SIM card along, they'll either bring a GoPro with them with a waterproof casing. I believe these new ones can go up to actually quite deep.
Without the casing, it's 10 meters, I think, and that does actually say on the camera. Without the casing, it's about 10 meters, but then you can still get the casing, which is about 45 meters.
Okay, so I've been with guys, dive masters, who have used GoPros, taken their own, then sent a bunch of files over just because that's part of the experience and they're offering. I've also come across some who have said you can use this camera free will, here's waterproof case, all you need to supply is the SD card.
Yeah.
Or some will just say, here's free will, and then I'll send the files I later. Some will just offer a rental of the camera in a case. Mm-hmm. Depends what you're going for. If you're using digital camera, which are actually really useful whilst you're diving, especially if you're not that experienced, you can buy the waterproof cases now much cheaper. One of the main things I would say, especially regarding diving, is if you really aren't that experienced, focus on your diving and learning to dive before you're trying to learn to dive and then mess around with the camera, because there's enough equipment to practice on and learn, and there's so much going on around you and you don't want to miss it, because a fish can swim past you and then you get to the surface and someone goes, oh my god, did you guys see that sailfish, or did you guys see that tuna, or did you see this eel? And you're just like, oh no, I was playing with the digital zoom underwater and staring at a rock